Hi everyone. I know that the lighting might be a little bit weird, as is the kind of setting. I'm sat next to a door, but I finally thought that with the white background I'd cracked it, and I was really happy with how it looked. But then we've redone the living room, and there's a sofa where I was sitting, so I can't really do that. And I don't know, I'm just the most unlucky person ever when it comes to settings and background. So let me know how you feel about this. It's okay, it's not ideal, but it's okay. So we're just going to have to make do with it for now. But this is my updated foundation routine. A few of you requested this because I mentioned I was using a few different products, and I'm just going to show you how I apply it and why I like to use it, what kind of brushes I use, and all sorts of things like that. So I'll just move my hair out of my way. And I'm using a primer. I don't do this every day, but on days when I know that I've got quite a long day, I use a primer, and this is the MUFE Skin Perfecting Primer. I've already moisturised. I've got the Clinique All About Eyes eye cream on, and I've got the Dr. Orr sunscreen on. This is really nice, this primer, because it's slightly tinted, so it really kind of perfects your skin before you've even done much. But it does create a really lovely base. So there we go, we've got our primer on. I just kind of put it everywhere. Don't be too kind of methodical about how you apply your primer. Next, I'm going to go for my foundation. Now, the foundation I've been using lately is one that I didn't used to really like, and it's the Make Up For Ever Matte Velvet Plus. You can't get this in the UK. A friend got it for me from the US, which was incredibly sweet of her. But yeah, you can't get it in the UK, only in kind of, it's quite hard to find. You could look on eBay, but I've got it in the shade, I think this is the shade, what does it say? I think it's shade 2. I'm not 100% sure where you're meant to see where it is, but it's an oil-free foundation. It says it's water resistant, and it's a very good coverage, but it looks quite light on the skin, and it's the fairest foundation I've got at the moment, which is why I'm using it, because I'm fairer than I normally am. And yeah, I used this Eco Tools brush to blend it, and it's just this kind of domed brush, so if you can see, it's got quite a round tip, so it's great to kind of get in areas, but it's also nice to just lay the product down, and I find this is the nicest brush to use with this type of foundation. So I'm going to just give it a quick shake just to kind of wake it up. You should do this with most foundations, to be honest. And then apply a little bit on the back of my hand, about that much. So about that much. And then I'm just going to get it with the brush, get it kind of nice and saturated. And I start with my chin. And my cheeks. And I have got a really kind of uneven complexion at the moment. It's coming off a lot kind of more orange on camera. Get a little more. And I like to just kind of buff it in. Kind of little circular motions. Around ears, around the jawline. And it does just create a really lovely, kind of quite flawless looking base. But it's kind of quite natural at the same time. I don't like applying much on my forehead. And just really work it into the skin. And then I like to take my hands, they're clean obviously, and just kind of press it in. You could use a sponge to do this, but I find that kind of the heat from your hand blends it in very seamlessly. And there, we've got our foundation on. The colour kind of looks a little bit darker on camera than it is, and it looks like it doesn't match my neck, but it does. I've got a mirror right here and it does, but on camera for some reason it's being a little bit of a nightmare. So I'm going to do my concealer now, my under eye concealer. This has been my routine with concealer for a while now, and I'm really happy with it. And it's the Laura Mercier Secret Concealer in shade 3, which I just apply on kind of my darkest area. And then I just buff it out with a fluffy brush. So, like so, if you can see that right there. And then, to kind of brighten the area, I've been using the Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade 2, just to brighten the area. So, just give it a few dots and then blend it. So I just blend that out. And then to just get rid of any discoloration on my eyelids, which I tend to get kind of near my brows, I've been using this No. 7 Soothing and Brightening Eye Base, which is meant to be kind of like an eyelid primer, but I've been using it just a little bit to kind of get rid of any redness and pigmentation around my brow area, and it just helps give that kind of really perfect, smooth finish. You could use your concealer to do this, but I've just got this product lying around and it works nicely. And there we go. So next we've just got to powder. My powder is, as always, the Rimmel Silky Loose Face Powder. It's the only powder that I absolutely adore, swear by. I'm just going to use it on a big fluffy brush. Concentrate it on my oilier areas mostly. And there we go. That is my updated foundation routine using Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. If any of you have got any questions about any of the products that I've used, then let me know. And yeah, I really like this foundation. This is what it looks like, kind of, you know, powdered and everything. I think that's a good way to kind of indicate what product looks like, because you can see it with your concealer and everything, kind of, especially when it comes to foundations. But it's a really, really nice product. It's quite full coverage, but it does give quite kind of nice natural coverage, and I really, really like it. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below, and I will see you in my next video. Oh, and if some of you will probably ask, my nails, I did a blog post about this, so check out my blog, but it's Barry M and a Deborah Lippmann nail polish, and I quite like it. It's a little bit different. So yeah, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.